What's going on, my ASVAB party people? In this question, we're going to be going over one that's really interesting because it's not necessarily crazy difficult. It's just that there's a lot to do and you have to be able to confidently work through the calculations before you run out of time. So remember, you only get about 2 minutes and 26 seconds per question. So follow along as I show you how to set this up and then solve this as confidently as you can. So as always, first things first, what do we want to figure out? So what will be the total cost to complete the project? So instantly, I'm looking for, again, what will be total cost for the project? Okay, sounds good. So I'm looking for total cost. Perfect. All right, so how are we gonna get this total cost? What are we even trying to buy? What's this project about? Quickly now, go over to the information that's given and let's write it all down. So you need to buy 2 materials to complete a project. Okay, we're gonna buy 2 materials. We're talking about material A costing, a certain amount per inch, and then we have a foot and an inch of it. Material B, this much per inch, and we require this much of it. Okay, so I see what's going on now. I see that we just have to calculate the price of material A, calculate the price of material B, and add those together. That's very apparent to me at least. And so what we want to do now is gear ourselves to quickly determine the costs individually and then add them together. Because notice, for material A, we're not given one final number for the whole cost. We're given a hint. We're saying, hey, it costs 77 cents per inch and you need a foot and 1 inch of it. So you need to work with that quickly to find the cost of A, work with this quickly to find the cost of B, and then add it together. So again, there's a lot of calculating to do, but we just have to be able to know what to do, confidently work through it, and we're good. So if you may have noticed, let's go ahead and start with material A. We see that we have, again, a cost of 77 cents per inch. But the problem is that we're given, let me use purple here to highlight this. The problem is that we're given a foot and 1 inch of it. So if we're trying to calculate per inch, well, we need inches, not a foot and an inch. We need just inches. So how many inches are we going to be multiplying by? That's the big question. Well, if we're taking a look at 1 foot and 1 inch, what's that going to be when we convert it? Remember that 1 foot is the same as 12 inches. And if we have 1 extra inch, well, that's just going to be 12 inches plus 1 inch. So we have 13 inches. All right, cool. That was pretty easy. But if you don't know your unit conversions, that can definitely be, a little hitch for us in the solution process. But there we go. We have the number of inches that we need to multiply by. Let's figure this out. So 77 multiplied by 13 inches. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 3 is 21 plus 2 is 23. Then we'll go to the next line. Only multiplying by 1, that's pretty easy. Add that up, and we are good. Sweet. So that's going to come out to be, we have 2 decimal places, so 2 coming back. So that'll end up being $10.01 for material A. Now we need to do the same thing again, my party people, for material B. So feel free to rewind if you want to see that there. But now let's go ahead and take a look at material B. And we see that material B, $2.93 per inch. And then we see that we require 1 foot of it. So if we're going to put 1 foot, we can't just say 1. Remember, if we're pricing this by the inch, we need to multiply by inches. And so 1 foot, we know what that is. That's 12 inches, and we're set. So boom, let's continue on. And I hope you notice, again, there's a lot of calculating here. You have to work through this as quickly as you can. So here we go, 293 multiplied by 12. And this is a great time for me to advise you guys that if you are figuring out that this is helpful for you, as always, smash that like button, give us a follow or subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. This helps us more than you know, and we're more than happy to provide you with free help every step of the way. We got you. So here we go. 293 times 12, 3 times 2, that's going to be 6. 9 times 2 is 18. 2 times 2 is 4, carry the 1 is 5. Next line, everything times 1 now, so that'll just be 392. Add this up together and we get 6, 11, 15, and 3. Bring 2 decimals back right there. So we have $35.16. So now that we're there, boom, we have the costs all together. And so we'll go ahead and add them together now. Again, the total cost is material A plus material B. So we have $35.16. Add that with $10.01. And we end up getting 7, 1, 5, and 4. So $45.17. That is our final answer, my party people. Booyah. There we go. So remember, my party people, feel free, go ahead, follow the channel, subscribe, comment, like. Everything that shows your support helps us go a really long way. And as a bonus, remember that we have free ASVAB classes once a week, along with a free practice test. Go ahead and check out the profile. That way you can see how to join, or the description here of this video. I got you, my party people, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.